Alright, we've got 2 packages here. There were actually 3, but I opened the other one in the off chance that it was something else, but not. We'll get to the contents of that one later. First, I've got these 2 things. This one is actually harder to open than usual for something shipped from Amazon. It's a rather amusing shipment, and well, I'll talk about why in just a second. Now, this has been a bit damaged, but I'm hoping nothing happened to the DVDs on the inside. Oh, that usually doesn't come out so cleanly. Oh, look. Tons of spacing. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever opened up a Right Stuff package on camera, have I? They usually come either wrapped like this or packed in a slightly different way. Feels like both things are there. Nothing else in here, and before we look at that stuff, oh, nice. Spice and Wolf. I'm not familiar with Blue Exorcist, but that's nice. I wonder if I already have one of these. These are, I think I've mentioned these before. See, these are advertisements for these series, but this is something you can put on a wall. This is something you can put on a wall. This is something you could put on a wall. That's one of the really nice things about the Right Stuff. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just sidetracked a bit. Let's see. Let's move. Let's begin with this, since it's here, and it doesn't exactly say. I'm looking for an English translation, but this should be Rurouni Kenshin Reflection, Blu-ray version. Oh, jeez, I just ripped the plastic. Oh well, doesn't matter. Oh yeah, here we go. And if you may recall, this is a companion piece for this Blu-ray release of Trust and Betrayal. So it's been a month since this has now come out, which means there's only one more thing left to go, and that would be the Samurai X movie. I'll do that and not clean it up on camera because we've got other more important things to look at. So obviously, since I just took it out of its outside of the box just now, I obviously haven't had a chance to look, but I'm pretty sure it's like the previous one. I think that means that there's 2 Japanese dubs and the US dub. Oh dear. Oh well. Oh gosh. Okay, that took too long. This, which is the other thing that came from the Right Stuff, is Katana Gartari, Volume 2 Premium Edition. Contains the last 6 episodes, so I'm looking quite forward to watching it. At least I'm pretty sure it's the last 6. I thought it was nice and straightforward. 12 episodes. They were just twice as long as normal episodes. So let's take a peek on the inside of this thing. It's a very interesting art style, as it usually is. And the Epics of Shinchika. Come on, pages, turn. As usual, you know, if there's nothing of direct relevance to this series worth putting in there. Then it contains a bunch of interesting art, notes, poems, whatever they fit. Let's see. Next up we have Pokemon Movie 13, Zoroark, Master of Illusions. It's pretty highly rated on my anime list. No, not as highly rated on... let's see. We have Megami SS, Collection 1. I don't know anything about this series at all. Bad to Multiverse? What? Okay, I admit I'm a bit curious about that. Here comes the first amusing thing about this order. We've got the Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya, Blu-ray and DVD combo pack, and DVD version. The reason for that is pretty simple. This one is not advertised on Amazon as being the Blu-ray and DVD pack. Maybe somebody in the reviews mentioned that, but I pretty much had a pretty good idea this was going to happen. This means that my friend probably gets a free copy of it. We want to open this because we specifically should be exploring the contents. You know, if we have both of them here, we may as well answer questions about whether or not the DVD from this one is in the other one, and whatever. Just to make sure there's nothing super extra. I'm pretty sure that's a very obvious question. But, you know, sometimes you discover very surprising things when you don't assume the obvious is obvious, I guess. Oh, this is one of those Blu-ray stickers on a DVD-sized pack. This is very strange. The Blu-rays normally have that spacing between them, and I don't feel anything came off, so... Also, it doesn't feel like it's the same sort of adhesive you normally feel on DVDs. Okay, now that we've done that, what's in the DVD Blu-ray case? There's a total of 3 discs. Okay, and how many are in here? 2 discs. So we've got extras, and we've got the Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya movie. So if we take a look in here, this is Blu-ray, okay, it says DVD there, Blu-ray here. Looks like it's literally the same disc. I don't think there's any surprise there, and the extras DVD disc, which might mean the Blu-ray version doesn't have certain extras on it. Oh well, and the other funny thing that came in this shipment was a Vampire Knight Guilty, the complete series, but I don't even remember ordering this. It's here anyways, whatever, it was kind of cheap. Oh well, I already got all the individuals for that. Now, if I told you that was everything, I would actually be lying. Because, first of all, we already know that there was the other package, and that one just turned out to have Read or Die, the complete Blu-ray box. And I haven't even opened this yet, as you can see. So I opened the other package. Now, how are you supposed to open this at all? I see. Now this is why I left it in its plastic, because this is an outer cover. Which may mean that may be a hard thing to store. So as we take a look in the Blu-ray box set, this of course is something Aniplex of America released earlier this year. Oh, it's sticking. Huh. That is a very disturbing thing to do. Huh, interesting. So as you can see, this is designed to look kind of like a book. It's the Blu-ray version, so it should have both the TV series, which this looks like, or at least 3 discs of it, I don't know. I'm going to have to fire it up eventually to find out. I see, it actually says on the discs. So maybe I ought to take a quick peek at the other. Because this one has Read or Die the TV episodes 14 through 26. So if we take a quick peek at this one, we can see that it's flipping this way so that I can read it. It has the this first disc has the original OVA, which some of y'all may know as the movie, but it's a 3-episode OVA that I think Cartoon Network combined into a movie, and then everything else is the TV series. Alright, now we're on track. And the only remaining question is, what's this? It looks like a bunch of very interesting book with a bunch of extras in it. I'll have to explore the Blu-rays themselves, but I obviously can't do that well on camera, and since I just received it, I can't look into it immediately. Oh well, next up, we have 12 Kingdoms Blu-ray. This is the first, 14 episodes, I think, contains episodes 1 through 14. It was very interesting. Well, I think this was supposed to be released a couple of months ago, and then the release date maybe got pushed to earlier this month, and it finally shipped and arrived this weekend. I took a quick peek at it. It may be interesting to note that this does have Japanese 5.1 audio, which it looked like the original. Well, yeah, I think my DVD collection is a packaging of the original. I don't know if they ever redid it, but this may have additional audio options. Peeking around at the extras, it looked like there was a promotional promotional video for the 12 Kingdoms to probably try and sell it internally to the company that made it, I guess. I'm not sure. And as for the video quality, now, watching the opening, I could definitely tell things were clearer and sharper, quite noticeably, and somehow more stunning, so it's difficult to say how much was improved, because surprisingly, I think the video quality for the series itself may have been higher quality than for the opening. So, watching the series, it was really hard to tell, because it was always very high quality looking. I don't know. I'd have to watch it in more detail, but I don't have time to start rewatching all of that. Let's see. Then I also got the Spice and Wolf Viridian collection. Whoops. And this is mostly because with Spice and Wolf 2, it's a perfect fit, a perfect match. That's what they intended you to do with it. I decided I wanted to actually see what it looks like. So I'll put this here, go on to the last anime thing. See, people kept mentioning the Galaxy Angel Volume 1 box set. So I went ahead and got it. This is the box. Volume 1. This Volume 1, of course, has a ton of extras. This insert isn't in my other one. It might have just been missing. This might have a protective film on it, as does this. They look like mini pencil boards, and we have a dessert menu, the special fan book, which looks like it has a bunch of interesting stuff in it. And of course, this now means that my first season, and I have an extra disc 1, and I can put the other 3 in here for a complete Galaxy Angel. Now, one thing I may do, I've noticed that the second volume here has a black and the others are green. Since I have an extra volume 1 with a green, I think I know what swap I'm going to make. Oh well, anyways, that's all the anime DVDs. There is one more other thing to mention that I think I've mentioned in these videos before, and that's Toho 13 10 Desires arrived as well. Now, I still haven't opened it yet. Yeah, it's probably for the better, since if I played it, we'd just find out how much I still suck at the games, but it's here. And there we go. That's all the new anime DVD stuff for the week. Except, of course, that I forgot the main selling point of the main reason I really wanted to get the Galaxy Angel Volume 1 limited box set, and that's figures of all the Angel Troop. They're actually very neat little figures. Mint, Milfilio, and Vanilla, of course, are pretty stable ones. Ranfa is a fairly unstable statue, probably because her very impressive coat makes her center of mass very awkward, and at the same time, when I'm often placing her places, the hat likes to fall off, because it can actually be removed. You're not falling, are you? Okay, I don't even know what this is, but since it's red colored, I assume it's for Ranfa in some way. And then, of course, not Ranfa, but Forte. Then this is Ranfa, and she's probably the most unstable at all because, well, I don't know, her legs are very loose, but... It's kind of unfortunate the way this week ended up. Not necessarily because this week was bad, but because next week will seem less exciting in comparison. I took a look, and the most noteworthy thing, in my opinion, is Trigun Badlands Rumble. Now, there's a couple of other things coming out, but unfortunately, according to Amazon, they're expected to arrive and ship slightly later, which means they won't be a part of next week's anime DVD collection update. Although I may still get to watch those series over the weekend, for example. So, I guess next Tuesday might not be too exciting, especially since I was hoping Read or Die would actually show up tomorrow to be a part of next week's update. But oh well, I've already done what I need to do to pad next week's update a little bit, I think. They should arrive. It should all be good. There's a couple of other things incoming, I think. So I guess it's looking okay, otherwise. Which will look not so great compared to this week's Spectacular. Oh well. No, that's everything. See y'all next week.